Hey guys, Chauncey Phillips here, brand new DVD Blu-ray Tuesday shopping video today. Taking a go out today, see things come out today, see things are on sale. Now today though, new release-wise, it's kind of like one of those Tuesdays where there's not really that much coming out. There's not really a lot of really big, like tentpole releases that I feel like are going to be in stores. There are a handful of smaller things that I feel like will probably be at Walmart. And last week there was a Child's Play Steelbook that was like at Best Buy that came out that I didn't see. And so we'll see if that one's out at Best Buy today. That's one of those things that I feel like it's probably sold very quickly, and it probably already sold last Tuesday, but I didn't see a spot for it or anything like that, so we'll see if it's out there today. Other than that, though, at the end of this video is going to be a whole bunch of brand new DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K reviews, so some things I received to review and talk about for you guys, so definitely stay tuned for those at the end of this video as well. But anyway, though, guys, that's it. Going and see what we can find today. Into Walmart we go. And today, though, too, I'm starting at a different Walmart location. I'm going to skip going to Target because Target has not had anything in a while. And I feel like since there's not a lot of stuff coming out today, these are like different, like real extreme sunglasses. But since I feel like there's not a lot of stuff that's going to be out, I'm not going to go to the one Target. And they just haven't been putting the things out in so long or anything like that. I also want to let you guys know, too, that on the campaign for me and Lauren Francesca's new film that we're directing together, Pay to Die, we're at the final 5 days on the campaign for that one. And thanks again, guys, for all the continued support on the project and everyone who's been helping the project. And if you guys who haven't had a chance to check out the campaign, there's a number of ways you can help the film with things like special thanks credits on the project. There's also roles that you can get to film from home where you can be in the project, like to be a video blogger, to be a newscaster, or being a character who's auditioning to be in the film. So those are things that you guys can film from home as well. But like I said, guys, thanks again for all the continued support on the film. And there are stuff on there as well too, like producer credits and things along those lines as well. But just want to say, guys, thanks again for all the continued support on Pay to Die. But now I'm going to head into this other Walmart and see what they have in here today. I'm not going to lie, guys. One of the reasons I came to this location too was my brother likes this pumpkin spice latte, and it's like impossible to find. They got like a ton of it here, so I'm definitely going to get him a bunch of that. So I know he's going to be happy that they had that. It's always hard to find. A lot of times if you do, it's in there cold, so you can't, you know, take it home like that, because when something's cold, it's like it's got to stay cold. But yeah, that was the one thing he always likes. But we're going to head over to the actual section though and see, you know, what they have over here though, movie wise. This one I haven't been to in forever. I mean, it's been a really, really long time since I've been to this location. I remember the one time I was in here too, like all the movies were like in the boxes still on Tuesday. And I remember like I ended up like reaching in it to show like what was in it, and the woman got like so angry like at this location. She's like, don't touch the boxes, and it was like a whole big thing, and I never came back for a while after that. So let's see, you know, what's here though. But like I said, I'm not expecting really anything major new out today because there wasn't much. We are going to go to the other location though too to see, but looking right here now though, you know, it's all the stuff from last Tuesday. Let's see though, anything new is right here in this area. So sometimes in this vicinity there would be a couple new things. Let's see over here. Yeah, this was last Tuesday, the Mr. Rogers one. But then other than that, like that was last Tuesday, the Baby Assassins one. I was trying to see if there's anything new this week in here mixed in, because I know there was a couple things. But yeah, not seeing anything really new in here from what I can tell. Let's see. This one though is not a location that has the biggest selection of movies though. It's one of the kind of like mid-grade kind of like smaller amounts. They still have like the bins and stuff here, like the $5 bins and stuff like that. But no, not really seeing much new here today at all. Let's check the other side too. Sometimes over here. But no, yeah, definitely like and this one is one of the ones too, the way you can kind of judge these locations are like this type of one, as you can see, this amount of movies, they never really have as many of the smaller like indie horror movies at this location. They have some of them, but not as many. So it's kind of weird, like all locations are kind of different on what they do and do not carry. We will head to the other one next though, but like I said, really don't see too much in here today, but at least they did have the coffees that he wanted though. And it's funny too, like in this location, I've talked about like in the Comic-Con video how like Squishmallows have like taken over and they're like totally the new Beanie Babies. And it's like this one, it's so funny, this location like put it into the thing with the ball pit. It's kind of where they normally would have the balls and stuff like that. So they threw them all into there. It's a better way of doing it though, because I've seen them displayed in really weird ways. But it's just so funny to watch like certain trends and stuff like that kind of come, because I haven't really seen anything like this with Squishmallows where it was this big in a really, really, really long time that I can think of. So it's kind of funny how these are like really the new Beanie Babies. And before Beanie Babies, I think it was Pogs was the first that I remember of something really, really big. I believe Pogs was first before Beanie Babies. I might be wrong, but that was one of those were two of the ones that I remember really early though, really well, especially Pogs really, really early on. Yeah, but in there though, I just ended up getting a bunch of the Starbucks and stuff like that for my brother, but at least they had it. The one location I was at, like, I think like a week ago or something like that, they only had one, and that was it. So there was only one in there in the whole store. Look, nowhere else in there. You know, all the other parts they could have had it, none of them were anywhere else in there. But now they're going to head to the other Walmart, and hopefully that one will have something new out. Because like I said, I know there are some things releasing today, and I feel like they should have something, you know, in there. This one, though, like I said, is one of the smaller ones that doesn't usually get as much stuff. So I didn't really expect them to have much. I kind of came hoping they would have some more of this coffees for him, though. So at least they had those. But we're going to head to the other Walmart now, though. But before we go to the other Walmart, we're actually at the Valley View, thrift store. I haven't actually been here forever. It's been like probably like maybe a year or so since I've been in here. There's a lot more Blu-rays in here than I remember in the past. I see a lot more Blu-rays. See what's over here. You're not looking at this one over here, sir, are you? No, you're not. Oh, no. All right. But there's definitely a lot more in here than the past. Let's see. More. It's down there. Look over here. Yeah, but everything in here now is still CDs are 99 cents, DVDs are $2, and then I guess Blu-rays are labeled in here from what I remember. Into the second Walmart we go. But we'll head back though and see, you know, what they have today, if there's anything new out. Like I said, I feel like there should be something new on the shelves, but we shall see, you know, what's over here today though. Taking a look here though in the front though, the only thing, so looking at what's new, I don't feel like I remember seeing this My Hero Academia one in here, at least this exclusive one here. So that's kind of cool. It includes a mini Figpin in here for this one. I've never seen them include a Figpin with one of the releases. So it's My Hero Academia World's Greatest Mission one on here. So there's one available without the Figpin. So it's $19.96 for the standard edition, and then the one with the Figpin is $24.96. So that's not a bad price. I think the Figpins are normally like $10 or something like that, maybe a little more from what I remember seeing in stores. Other than that though, they have one of those ones down there as well, the exclusives. I don't see anything else different over here though. This has been kind of the same, this spot, for a while. Let's take a look over here on the side and see if they changed anything out in this area. There's a couple of different spots where they can kind of change it to some new stuff. Sometimes right here would be new things, but just have to make sure I'm really paying attention today, because it would kind of be hidden in here today if there was anything out new. I think I've seen this before in this area. Oh yeah, so this was one of the new things today. Naomi, this was one of the ones that came out today. The complete series of this one came out today, and that one's $24.99. So that one released today on DVD, and there's a Blu-ray of that as well. And then other than that though, I'm trying to see if there's anything else new right here. Nothing new here. And then in this area is where they usually have some of the horror stuff. Definitely not seeing anything new here. Yeah, all these ones have already been out. So yeah, it doesn't seem like there's anything else new whatsoever. It seems like to me the only new one that I see is Naomi. Other than that though, I think, like I said, I think that the one that I was showing, the Hero Academia, I believe this was today. And here's a look though at the standard edition of this one here as well. But like I said, definitely not a lot of stuff today. Let's check over here too if anything different in these ones. I believe I showed all of these ones here as well. So yeah, like I said, not a ton of stuff today, but we're headed to Best Buy though. Oh no, there's one other thing I missed. This was today. This one here, Fern, Gully, The Last Rainforest, the 30th anniversary one, which is crazy. This movie is 30 years old. Like, I just remember this so well when this was coming out to theaters and everything. It's like stuff like this, when you see that, it makes you feel very old. Like, because I cannot tell you how well I remember this movie back in the day releasing, and the figures and the bat stuffed animal and all the stuff for this one. So definitely remember that one very, very well. I don't think I've watched that movie probably in like 25 years though. It's been a really, really long time. But yeah, that was one of the other ones today as well. Into Best Buy we go. So we're taking a look back here and see, what they have and everything today. That's funny. It's like, I didn't even, Best Buy selling bikes now. I don't think I've ever seen them selling bikes in here now. So let's see though. We'll see though if they have any of the stuff from, the Child's Play one I was mentioning earlier. So yeah, I believe this one, I'm 100% certain now this one was this week, unless I just totally missed over it last Tuesday, which maybe I did. But they do have a steelbook for this one here, My Hero Academia World's Heroes Mission. So there was the exclusive that they had over there with the Figpin at, Walmart. I don't know if there's anything exclusive for it at Target though. If anyone went there today though, let me know if there's anything exclusive over there for that one. Let's see, anything else over here. I think, was this one this week? This Red Dawn might have come out today, the 4K edition. I think this might have been. This is $27.99 for that one. Let's see, anything else mixed in over here. They have the 4K Child's Play, but I don't see the Steelbook. Let's look over here. Let's see. Anything else in here? Randomly, the La La Land Steelbook's still there. That was a while back. Let's see. Trying to make sure I'm not missing over anything in here. And I'm trying to see if I see the spot too where that Child's Play would be. Let's see, anything else down here? I feel like a real fool if I'm been totally overlooking it. It's been here the entire time. So there is one other thing today too. This is one of the ones that came out today, the Dirty Dancing 35th Anniversary 4K edition. That one is $29.99. That was today as well. But then other than that, I don't think any of these, I don't believe Species was today, but no, I don't see any of those steelbooks for the Child's Play. I don't even see a spot where they would put it either. It's kind of weird. I feel like it would be kind of in this area, probably right in here is where I feel like they would probably put it. But no, I have not seen it all in this location though. So anyway though, guys, that was all for my brand new DVD Blu-ray Tuesday shopping video today. Any of you guys that went out today though, let me know what you guys picked up on DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, if you guys ended up picking up anything. And let me know too if you guys saw anything different in any of your locations than what I did. Because like I said, I don't think there was really that much, out today. Also though, let me know, anything new that you guys have seen in theaters, or anything that you guys have been watching on TV, or anything like that as well. I did go to see the Orphan 2. I saw that one yesterday. I really liked Orphan 2. I remember seeing the first Orphan in theaters, and I saw it early. I remember it was a Comic-Con screening for that movie back on, when it first came out. It was probably 2 months before it released, or something like that. It was really early, and I remember the director was in the audience. I can't remember if the main actress was there or not, but I know the director was there introducing the movie. And that was kind of around the same time, I don't know if Comic-Con still does that in San Diego the same way, where they had as many of those screenings. I don't remember seeing as many of them at the last one that was just in July. But I remember seeing so many things like that early, like Simpsons movie and stuff so many different things super early. But yes, I've always really loved Orphan, but the new one though, which is a prequel to the first one, and it works. It really works with her playing the kid again still. And they figured out ways to do it. They used a double from behind when you saw her walking and stuff, and it all really worked and very effective and definitely worth checking out. And if you guys have Paramount Plus, you can see it on there as well. But I really wanted to see it in the theaters for that particular one. I don't know, because like I said, I remember seeing the original one in the theaters, but definitely 100% worth checking out. If you guys are on the fence about seeing it, definitely would recommend Orphan 2. I really like that one. And like I said though, if you guys have seen it though too, let me know what you guys thought. Anyway though, guys, thanks again for watching, and now stay tuned for the brand new DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K reviews. Oh yeah, and also too, be sure to, if you haven't had a chance to check out for the last few days on the Indiegogo campaign for Pay to Die. And thanks again, guys, though, for all the continued support on the film. But like I said, don't miss your chance to get, if anyone was interested in getting any of the film from home rolls or anything like that on the project. But thanks again for everything. Now stay tuned for the reviews. And the first one I got here is from Universal, and this is the 4K Ultra HD edition, which includes the 4K, the Blu-ray, and the digital copy of Jurassic World Dominion. Now this one, I absolutely love this movie. Now I will say, I've seen every single Jurassic Park movie there's ever been in theaters. I remember too, when I think of some of my earliest memories of seeing a movie that was sold out, and early film experiences where people were all talking about it and it was the biggest thing ever, Jurassic Park, the original one, was always that to me, the one that I always remember so well. I remember when everyone at school was talking about it, the bus driver was talking about it. I remember when we went to see it, it was sold out. I went to see it with my dad. It was sold out the first time. I think it took us like 2 or 3 weeks to finally see it. It kept being sold out. It was a whole big thing. So I think I was like seeing other movies instead. I was sitting in those theaters like going, I wish I was seeing Jurassic Park. I always remember that really, really well. But basically, though, this one takes place 4 years after the last movie. And what's good about this movie, though, is we get all the characters back together again. And we also, they're together again too. And it's like their characters are like seeing each other in this movie, or not, they're not seeing each other, but they like reconnect. Because I really disliked in the third movie that their characters were not together anymore, and that whole thing like really bothered me, and like I didn't like it for that reason or anything. So like to me, I'm glad that we're seeing them on screen together, acting together again, and like who knows, will they get together again in the movie? You have to see the movie, to find out. But I like this one. Basically, though, it's dealing with all the dinosaurs now have gotten loose into the world, and there's also these locusts that are kind of causing all these problems, and like basically it's them all kind of coming together and figuring how they're going to stop all this and kind of figure out what they're going to do. And I really liked it. I thought it was a great follow up to the films. Like I said, I've always liked all the movies except for the third one. I didn't really like it. But this one has on here, though, like I said, the 4K, the Blu-ray, and the digital copy. Feature wise, it has a short film on here, an inside look at the featurettes. It has in-depth 45-minute look at the making of the film on here as well. The next one here, this is from Warner Brothers. They sent over a free copy of this one to let you guys know this one is available. And this is a show here called Naomi, and this is the complete first season here of the show. And like I said, I just want to let you guys know that this one was available. I'll show you guys a look inside. It includes the digital copy. Here's a look, though, at the discs here for this one. And also on here, though, feature-wise, put this one back in here. In here, feature-wise, though, this has Naomi from the page to the screen featurette, A Hero Will Rise featurette on here, the adaptation of a hero featurette, as well as a Georgia Filmworks on here as well featurette on this one. The next ones here, these ones are both from a Paramount, and these are 2 TV series to let you guys know that are available. And this is NCIS Los Angeles season 13 here, and this one has includes over an hour of exclusive special features on here. So it has Welcome Aboard Admiral featurette on here, Lucky Number 13 featurette, a gag reel, deleted and extended scenes on this one here as well. And here's, though, a look inside at the discs of the series here as well. And then the other one here is this is another series set, and this is Blue Bloods, the complete 12th season here, and this one has over 45 minutes of exclusive special features, and this one has deleted scenes, featurette, the story of the Reagan season 12, My Best Friend, as well as a gag reel on this one here as well. And here's a look, though, inside at the discs for this one. And then the next ones here, these ones are both are all from Kino Lorber, and this is one I always thought this was a fun movie. And the actor who played Super Dave, I never remember his real name that he goes by. Bob Einstein, but I always think of him as Super Dave. Like no matter what, I just think of him as Super Dave. And he was always on Curb Your Enthusiasm, and he's was Mel Brooks' brother. And I was always a huge fan of him. I love people too that have like kind of odd voices and weird deep voices, and I kind of obsess about accents and voices and just odd characters. And this character here, Super Dave, is definitely a very odd character. And this is the Extreme Adventures of Super Dave. And it's kind of like a parody of like Evel Knievel is kind of like, and like one of those kind of crazy stuntmen that does all these kind of crazy ridiculous stunts and stuff like that. And it's just a really, really fun movie. And if you've never seen it, it's definitely worth checking out. But Bob Einstein was great. But he was always on, he played Marty Funkhauser on Curb Your Enthusiasm. And like, and then, Vince Vaughn came in after he passed away and played his, like, I think he's like cousin or son or something like that. That was kind of a way of still kind of having a similar character and referencing him. And even his brother, Mel Brooks, even played his brother after he passed away as well on the show. I don't know. I'm just a big fan of this and a big fan of, Curb Your Enthusiasm too. So like, I've always been a fan of this movie too. I think I actually discovered it after as well. I remember seeing it like in stores, like the DVD, but I didn't see it till like after, when Curb Your Enthusiasm was on. The other one here, when that show, when I first started watching that. And this one here is from Kino Lorber as well. This is one here called Some Girls. I remember this one from years back, like seeing this on TV. And this is basically a Patrick Dempsey, and it's like he's with Jennifer Connelly, and then they like break up, and it becomes this awkward thing because they're there for the family, and it's like this whole thing and like this weird goings. It's a really good movie. One of those ones you really don't hear about too often. This one has on here a commentary track with the director on here. It also has overtime questions with the director, filmmaker, featurette by filmmaker historian Daniel Kramer, as well as a theatrical trailer on this one. And the next one here, this is from Kino Lorber, and this is from Code Red. And this is one here called Terror Squad. This is another one that I remember seeing this years back on, like, I feel like I might have watched it back in the day. because this originally is from '87. I feel like I saw it on like HBO or Cinemax or one of those type of movie channels back in the day. And it's kind of like about these like people that terrorists that end up like kidnapping these high school kids and stuff like that. And it's at this nuclear power plant and everything. It's a pretty cool movie, like one of those sort of like kind of like Die Hard type kind of movies and stuff like that. This one has on here though a brand new 2K master, has an interview with actor Kevin Reyes, as well as a theatrical trailer on this one. The next ones here, these ones are all from moviezing.com, and I have a link below where you guys can order these ones for the best price. Now this is one here. This is a movie that I really liked. The director of this one is directed by Russ, Emanuel, and I got to work with him maybe like a year or so ago on his newest film called Staycation. That was really fun, shooting that one. And this is his movie here called Alterverse. Now this one came out, I think the original title of this movie is Alterverse. But then when it came out on DVD years back, it was called Occupants. But this is like the real title, the original title, and now it's on Blu-ray for the first time. Because when it came out originally, I think it was like the company that didn't put it out on Blu-ray, only had it on DVD. So I'm glad it's on Blu-ray now. But it's just basically, though, about a group of people that are in their house, like filming everything. And they kind of like start to see other variations of themselves on the videos that they look back. So it's like an alternate reality version of themselves, but there's like really weird, bad things about their other selves. And it's like really interesting movie. I remember too when I first saw it, it really creeped me out. And I always like stuff too, where it's like alternate versions of people. I love that. I don't know. I always like that kind of stuff. But this is one I definitely recommend you guys check out. And the other one here, this is from moviezing.com as well, and it's also from Paramount. And this is Survivor season 42. And this is one of those shows that I remember I watched the show, and I always talk about this, like in the very, very beginning, I watched this show like all the time. I mean, like for the first probably like 5 years or so when it was on. I feel like kind of everybody did. And then like I kind of fell out of it and had not seen it in years. So I only recently started looking at this show again here and there in the last probably like 2 or 3 years or so. So it's basically the same concept. I always remember though, like this one thing that happened where like somebody told me, who was like he's doing my makeup on this movie years back, and he's like, I said, oh, so what else have you worked on? He's like, oh, and I don't know if he was messing with me, but I don't know. And I always remember he always said to me, oh, well, I do all the makeup on Survivor, and I make everybody look dirty on Survivor. I'm thinking, what? I'm like, but I don't know. And he's like, they sleep in their trailers at night. They just pretend to sleep there. I always remember when he told me that. And it's one of those things that always has stuck with me for probably like 14 years now or something like that when he told me that. But it has on here though, a tribal counseling, feature-wise, tribal counseling voting, secret scenes on here, season 42 preview, as well as a Meet the Castaways featurette. The other ones here, these ones are all from Viavision. And these are all Australian releases. And the first 3 ones, though, are from, Imprint Films. And the first first 2 are from Imprint Films. The first one, though, is a Paul Newman film here called Nobody's Fool. And this one here has the audio commentary by filmmaker and film historian Jim Hempel. It has Nobody's Fool, a conversation with Catherine Dent. The Origins of Nobody's Fool, a conversation with the writer, and these are all brand new features as well. It has on here a brand new interview with the editor, the theatrical trailer. Here's a look though inside at this one here, and here's the artwork inside as well for this one. And then the other one here, and this is a Ken Russell movie. I always love Ken Russell's stuff. I feel like my favorite one that I always think of is Lair of the White Worm, but I really like Crimes of Passion as well. And this is a movie of his called Horror, and this one, this one has on here a commentary track by film critics Alexander Heller Nicholas and Josh Nelson, and that's a brand new one as well. It has an artist interview on here with actress Teresa Russell, brand new interview on here with Ginger Lynn Allen, brand new interview with Deborah Dalton. It has on here X-rated author Bruce LaBruce on Ken Russell's Horror. It also has on here a video essay on here by Kat Ellinger and a theatrical trailer. And here's a look though inside the cover for this one here. And here's a look though inside at the artwork for this one. And then the other ones here, these are all from Viavision as well. And this one here is a 6-movie collection here of Tyler Perry's Medea, 6 movies. And I absolutely love the Medea movies. I still need to watch the new one on Netflix. I don't know why I've not looked at that one yet. I've been waiting for it. I almost feel like it's going to be the last Medea movie ever. So I'm just kind of waiting to watch it for the right time. I believe it's R-rated as well. Because I know, I remember, Tyler Perry was having all these problems with Boo Boo Medea, and like he kept on getting it rated R, and then he kept on like cutting it down. I don't know if any of you remember that. It was like this big thing because Tyler Perry wasn't really sure about, you know, how to make like something, like how to cut something down. So like if you remember the first Boo Medea, they had to like dub over all this stuff to try and keep it from getting an R rating. And I remember Tyler Perry, I guess like when it got the R rating, he just was like went and just changed everything he could just to try and like get it a PG-13 rating as quick as he could, so you know it could get released. So it had all of this bad dialogue editing and everything in it. I always remember that. So now I guess he's just like, okay, I'm not worried about that. If it's rated R, it's rated R. If it is what it is with the movies. But I don't know. It's just kind of funny. But this one has on here 6 movies. It has it has Medea's Family Reunion, Medea's Witness Protection, Medea's Christmas, Boo Medea Halloween, Boo 2 Medea Halloween, and Boo Medea's Funeral, a family funeral on this one here, you know, as well. And all these ones I have seen in theaters. There's not one of them that I have not seen in theaters. It has on here, though, a bunch of different features. It has comedy track on Tyler Perry's, you know, Family Reunion on here, Family Reunion making of on here. It has a bunch of different, like, behind the scenes. It has some featurettes on the Boo 2, has deleted scenes on Tyler Perry's Family Reunion and Boo 2. So lots of different stuff on here feature-wise here as well. Here's a look, though, at the discs as well. The other ones here is a show here called, I think is it Chokey, the complete series? I know I'm probably saying this one. Is it Koki? Like, I don't know. I think it's Chokey, the complete series here. And this is a 3-disc set, which includes all episodes from Chokey, Chokey's Children, and Chokey's Challenge on here, this series. Here's a look, though, inside at this one. The other one here is Judy Dempsey's series here called My Passion for Trees. This series here. And this is a special. It's a 52-minute special here. And then the other one here is Coastal Railways with Julie Walters. And this is, I don't know if this was a special here as well. This was 2 hours and 57 minutes long for this one here. And then the other one here was this one here, Reef Doctors, the complete series here. And this one on here, feature-wise, has behind the scenes on this one. Here's a look, though, inside at the discs. And the last one here from Viavision is one here called Mosquito Coast, the complete first season. I think this is one that was on like Apple TV in America. And am I wrong, or was this like originally a movie or something like that? I might be wrong about that, though. And the last one here, this one is from Lightyear Entertainment. Is it Lightyear or just Lightyear? I think it's just Lightyear Entertainment. And it's a documentary here called Cinematographer. And it's basically, though, it's kind of talking to cinematographers that were behind films like The French Connection, The Graduate, The Unforgiven, you know, worked on films like Starman, and it's kind of all in the 70s and 80s. So it's all interviews with lots of different cinematographers kind of talking about the films and stuff like that here as well. But anyway, though, guys, that was all for the review portion of this video. And like I always say, if you guys enjoyed these videos, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Thanks again for watching and subscribing. I'll see you guys later. Bye.